Hi there, welcome to MTurk Guide. Today we're going to talk about profile tasks on MTurk and why once in a while you might want to work for free. I know it's crazy, right? Okay, so profile tasks are actually something that's new. It's been introduced, I'd say, within the last 6 months or so. It's been recent, essentially. They're not paid tasks, they're zero, and they generally are asking you for certain demographic information. What happens is this demographic information allows requesters to pull together qualifications that are, matching what they're looking for without having to do screeners or things like that. I think a large complaint from workers is unpaid screeners, where you go in and you start a survey and then it says you don't meet the demographic. Thank you. Please return the hit. And that stinks because you don't want to return the hit. So by doing these, you're kind of starting to eliminate some of that so that the requesters can target the appropriate workers. So what happens is this demographic information is added to a qualification that the requesters can use to assign tasks. So there's all different ones that I'm going to show you what they are. But for now, if you go into your Hits Assigned to You screen, you're going to locate a blue shaded box near the top of the screen. You've probably seen it. And it says Add additional information to your profile. And you want to click on that link. And what it brings you to is basically tasks. I mean, you're familiar with tasks, and they're Amazon Mechanical Turk team. So if you wanted to search and make sure that you had all of them, you'll see that there is profile information, employment and home, marriage and family, basic demographics, education status, political affiliation, device ownership, and that's phones and Android, iPhone, all of that. And so you want to fill all these out, and you're not going to get paid for it. But I believe personally that down the road, the effect of these qualifications will be less unpaid screeners and less getting, partially through a survey just to find out you don't qualify. So I think it's a step in the right direction to get rid of some of that behavior where we're forced to do a small amount of work and then return the hit and not get compensated at all for that work. So I think this is a good thing, and I think working for nothing, here is probably going to add to our potential funds in the future, since we won't be grappling with these sort of demographic things, not knowing what a requester is looking for, and they don't want to tell you what they're looking for because people are then known to sort of bend to that. So, they might know that if they know they're looking for an age group of 35 to 44, then they might just say, okay, I'm 35, even though they're 33. What's the harm? Well, the harm is that the data, it needs to be correct. And, a 33-year-old is not a 35-year-old. It's pretty black and white. And the requesters have it set up that way because they need that information from that certain demographic. So when you fill it out, you just need to fill it out to the best of your ability with honest answers. On the requester side, what happens, just so you know, is that they have different options, and it's called premium qualifications on their end. And what they can do is they can assign these options for a price. And so you'll see they have car owner, handedness, marital status, parenthood status, primary mobile device, smoker, tablet owner, bachelor's degree, graduate degree, high school graduation, political affiliation, and voted in the 2012 U.S. presidential election. So even though it's paid, I think that the requesters feel the same pain of unpaid screeners. So I do believe that this is a step in the right direction, but this is what the requesters are seeing essentially. So I figured I'd throw that in there. So the summary of this is do your profile tasks, complete them, answering all questions honestly so that the requesters can have their survey data be correct and they can get what they're paying for. And in this case, they're paying more for the hits to reach a certain demographic. And, again, it helps with unpaid screeners. So you want to be as honest as you can. After some time, you'll start to notice that you're getting things in your available hits that have these different qualifications. Like, for example, I got one the other day that said owns an iPhone equals 1. So I own an iPhone, and I got a survey that was, more targeted to me, and all of the people who have Android users weren't even seeing that survey because they don't have an iPhone. So that's how the qualification, benefited me. And again, the people who don't have these qualifications will not be able to access the hits where these premium qualifications are used. When I say that if you don't know, if you don't have the qualification and you can't see the hit, you can't get the work. And that's my point. I'm not trying to be rude or crass. I'm just saying that if you don't get in and get the qualifications and do the profile tests and kind of, search through the qualifications here and there, or search through all hits and see what qualifications are needed and start to take some tests, then, you're not really going to access some of that better work. I think that's an important part of the journey here with turking, is to try to, get as many good qualifications as you can that are going to help you, during the downtime. So, what you don't know on MTurk can and will hurt you. If you are not looking behind the hits that are available and assigned to you, then you're going to be missing out on something. And my concern is for everybody to have a successful turking journey. So it's not, again, meant in a way, it's meant in a gentle, pushing way to get out there and get yourself some qualifications and build it up. So as always, thank you for watching MTurk Guide. Like, subscribe, comment, share, join our Facebook page for the latest and greatest information. And as always, I will catch you on the next video. Thanks so much for joining.